Hi, everyone. Welcome to Behind the Book with Telltale Poetry. This is our first episode, and we have Pamela Gallaway here, whose first book, She Echoed, just came out. Thanks so much for being with us today, Pam.
Thank you so much for having me, Callie.
Yeah, we're so excited to talk about your first book, She Echoed. And I wanted to start by talking a little bit about where this dream of writing came from. Have you always been a writer?
Actually, no. It just kind of it came out of the blue. However, I have always liked words and reading stories, and I've always liked that. And I've always written, I've written, of course, term papers and things like that.
Yeah.
But I've never explored the creative side of myself. And basically, I came to a kind of a crossroads in my life, and I just started writing. And this story came out, and I just started putting it to pen and paper. Well, on my computer. A lot of it was done on my phone. And I just started writing, and here came this story. And,
I love it.
Oh, you're...
So when did you know you wanted to publish this collection? Because you said you had a lot of it on your phone, a lot of it, you were just writing randomly. What was that moment like for you when you finally decided that it was time to publish?
Well, probably the moment was when I kind of started sharing some of the things that I was writing, and I would get reactions like, wow, that's really great, and that's very moving. And I thought, oh, okay, thank you. And because I was kind of surprised that others liked it. And so I just thought, you know what, I'm going to go way out of the box, way out of my normal comfort zone. and I'm going to publish it and see where it goes. And that was when I first decided that I was going to do that.
Yeah, and then you did it.
Yes, I did it. I was like, okay, is this really what I want to do? But I thought, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to push myself, and I'm going to throw it out there, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I love that. And so before you started working with us on your book, what kind of hesitations did you have about publishing or writing or the whole process?
Oh gosh, I had a ton because I had no experience in this area at all. Where do you go? Who do you talk to? Who do you trust?
Yeah.
And, because you're always hearing the horror stories that are out there. Oh, they took it. Those are just things that I was like, okay, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And because it's a whole new world to me, and I didn't know where to do. So I just began doing some research online. And actually I saw your company, and I looked at all the referrals that were made by your other clients, and I was going, wow, this sounds like a good place to, look into. And that's kind of how it started.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And that's actually why we started, because a lot of people we found didn't have the resources they needed. And yeah, if you're not already involved in a poetry community, it can be really difficult and sometimes impossible to know, what's the process like? How do I publish? So I'm really glad that you found us and decided to work with us.
Yeah, well, I feel really fortunate that I did find y'all, and so happy that I did, because really it just became just a Google search.
Yeah.
And you came up, and I looked. Of course, I compared with other ones, but I kept going back to you and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm going to reach out. And I'm so happy that I did.
Yeah, I'm happy too, because your book looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we have a lot of people who are just getting started. They're just starting to write their manuscripts. What advice would you give them, to these people that are maybe don't know where to turn? They're just starting
out. Just starting out, just keep writing. Keep doing it. Finish your manuscript, get it complete. And don't be so critical on yourself. That's what the editing is for, because they'll clean it up for you and they get the version, slicked up and everything. So don't be so critical about what it is. And that was really something that kind of surprised me, because usually I'm the type of person who's like, go back and forth. And I just kind of had it all together, and I threw it out to you, not really in any particular order. And we, just through the process of cleaning it up and working it up, it became something, very different than what I sent to you originally.
Yeah, I love that. And I love when that happens, because with your work, like you said, you had it all. It was all done, which is of course the best, and the first step. And then, through the editing process, you kind of refine and you find maybe new themes emerging or new, parts of the work that maybe you didn't notice before. And that's what
Yeah.
I love about, the editing process. So it's great that, that you can give that advice to people, because I think once it's done, that's the starting point, and then you can edit it and, get it
Yeah.
out there.
Exactly, because that's the beginning. That's just the beginning. And once you get through that editing and kind of like, okay, this is kind of how I want to clean it up this way or cut this. That's what that's for. So my advice was just keep doing it, keep moving, trust in your story or what you have to say, and put it out there.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, just keep going. I support that advice. And is there anything you would have done differently while working on this collection?
I can't think of anything at this moment. Because I'm so new to this process, I don't understand what I'm up against or what's down the road. But no, I can't think of anything different that I would do at this point.
Yeah. Now, what is down the road for you? Are you working on any new projects? Are you thinking about anything?
Yeah, actually, I have started a couple of new poems. I've been so busy working with this one right now that I haven't had the energy or the time frame to be thinking about something else. But sometimes in the middle of the night, like if I wake up, I'll start writing. That's a good time for me to get up. And I've written a couple, but I don't have anything definitively planned but that's my goal, is to keep doing it because I've enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And is there, while you were writing this collection or while you were compiling poems, is there any advice or ideas that you kind of clung to help you keep going when you felt like maybe it wasn't worth it, or you didn't want to, or maybe you didn't trust yourself?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that you kind of, you bring that up, because I always felt like I had a lot of confirmations, of like I would be writing something and a day or two later I would see something very similar, like something metaphorically
Like a
that
symbol.
nobody else would. Yeah, very simple. I had a lot of those. It's really funny that you bring that up, and I kind of clung to those things. I had, my husband was also very supportive. He said, "Just keep doing it, Pam. Keep doing it." He said, "It's very valuable. You have something to say, and it's important that you put it out there."
Yeah.
And I really clung to that. He was very supportive and helpful about doing that. And so, those things, I clung to that. And also I clung just to the belief is, I'm going to just step out on a limb. I'm just going to step out.
Yeah. And how does it feel now that you stepped out?
Well, it really feels good. I mean, it's kind of a surreal thing because, like I said, it's way out of the box for me.
Yeah.
And, I've enjoyed it. I'm proud that I did it. I'm proud that I did what I set out to do. And I'm proud that it's out there.
Yeah. I love it. Can we see it?
Sure. I have it right here.
Oh, perfect. It looks beautiful.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yes. I love the glossy cover too.
Yeah. It's kind of got a glare. Can you?
Yeah, the little glare, but that's okay. Great.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm very proud of it too.
Yeah.
Callie helped me. She picked out the mirrors, and I like that.
Yeah, we collaborated really well. Yeah, it was a
Thank you.
very smooth collaboration. I loved working on this collection, and I'm so excited that you had a supportive family. I know your daughter was really supportive, and it sounds like your husband was supportive. And I think, it's wonderful because a lot of people I work with don't have that support. But I think, what you said is going to be really valuable to other people, which is, when you just don't feel like it, just keep writing, keep going, because, your story is valuable and it is important. And I'm so glad that we were able to help you, see your dreams through and actually finish this collection, which you've been working on for a long time.
Yeah. I am too. And for other writers out there, like I said, just do it.
Yeah, just keep going.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Pam. It was a pleasure talking to you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Callie.